Hello students, today I will explain you the topic collective bargaining. From the index, it is clear that I am going to cover the meaning of collective bargaining, its features, types, importance and its objectives. Now I am going to explain you the meaning of collective bargaining. Means what do you mean by collective bargaining? Collective bargaining is one of the efficient way of resolving industrial dispute. Industrial peace and harmony can be achieved only if there are healthy industrial relations in the country. So, we can define collective bargaining is a process in which management and employee representatives, mind this children, the representative of both the management and employees, they meet and negotiate the terms and conditions of employment for mutual benefit. It is called collective because both employer and employees act as a group rather than individual. It is bargaining because the method of reaching an agreement involves proposals and counter proposals, offers and counter offers. So in this case, representative of both the parties negotiate, come to the conclusion in which both the parties try to be in win-win situations. So we can define collective bargaining as is a process between employer and employees to reach an agreement regarding the rights and the duties of people at work. Or collective bargaining is an agreement between a single employer or an association of employees on the other hand and a labor union on the other hand, which regulates the terms and conditions of employment. So, at last we can say, thus, collective bargaining is an agreement under which employees and employers collectively undertake to resolve their existing or future conflicts through negotiation. So, I hope children, collective bargaining is clear to all. Let's see the features of collective bargaining. These are the features of collective bargaining. Let's see the different types of collective bargainings. We can see there are four different types of collective bargaining, that they are the distributive bargaining, integrative bargaining, attitudinal structuring, intra-organizational bargaining. Distributive bargaining, in this one party's gain is another party's loss. The first type of activity involved in a collective bargaining process is a distributive, which implies straight out haggling over the distribution of surplus. In this activity, both the parties have win-loss situations. We can explain with examples also. We can take the example of wages, bonus, salaries, and other financial issues. The next one is integrative bargaining. In this activity, the issue involved are such that neither party loses or the position may be win-win situation. There is more cooperative search on the issue involved, such as a better job evaluation process, better performance appraisal, or training performance. The next one is attitudinal structuring. It involves shaping and reshaping such attitudes like trust or untrust, friendliness or hostility, cooperative or non cooperative approaches, and so on. If there is a backlog of bitterness between the parties, it can erupt and destroy negotiations. Therefore, attitudinal structuring is required for both smooth bargaining as well as maintaining harmonious relations afterwards. The last one is intra organizational bargaining. There can be conflicting group in both management and union also. So, there is need to achieve consensus in these groups. There are different groups in an organization by department wise or level wise. At times, different groups may perceive the outcomes of collective bargaining process differently. We can explain this with an example like the unskilled workers may feel that they are neglected, or women workers may feel that their interests are not taken into consideration. Not only that, there may be differences even within the management. In such situations, intra organizational consensus is required for the smooth acceptance of the agreements arrived at collective bargaining. So, now I am going to discuss the importance of collective bargaining. Collective bargaining is important for employers, employees, as well as for society. With the help of different slides, I will tell you the importance of collective bargaining for each group. With this slide, you can see these are the points with the help of which I'll try my level best to explain you why collective bargaining is important for employees. In this slide, I have tried to explain you the importance of collective bargaining for employers. Following are the points which will explain you the importance for the employers. So students, collective bargaining is also important for society as it leads to industrial peace, put a check on the exploitation of workers by the management, and more points are mentioned here. They will explain you the reason why collective bargaining is important for society. Now let's see the objectives of the collective bargaining.